about the old witchin' days sometimes when Mama wasn't listening. But Mama was gone now. People got old. They got dementia and died, even old witches. If there was one thing in the world reliable as rain, it was that everybody left eventually. Delpha breathed deep, feeling the tight clamp of sadness in her chest. It was just her and Mama. Presently, she twisted around this way and that to find what had fallen on her head. Crackled with age, a thick leather book lay splayed open beside her like a bird shot from the sky mid-flight. Delpha's brows furrowed. She squatted and gathered it together, her tight bootlaces creaking. Flipping it right side up, her heart jittered in her chest. In neat letters, tooled into the leather cover, were the words, McGill Book o' Spells. Delpha blinked in disbelief. "You had it all along, Mama, you old devil," Delpha whispered. She'd spent dozens of afternoons combing her grandmother's bookshelves when she was little, looking for her family's book of spells, curiosity burning a hole in her. Magic had sounded exciting. Forbidden magic had been even more tempting. She'd even sneaked up to scour the moth-riddled attic once, though the rafters of the old cabin were as unstable and off-limits as McGill magic. And now, the spellbook was here, in her lap. Leave it to crafty Mama to put it somewhere casual, knowing Delpha would never look any place so boring. The book called to her now, and every atom of Delpha's body thrummed back in response. This book knew her. She knew it, too. It lived in late-night arguments between her grandmother and Mama, atop the laps of grim, sharp-eyed old crones in yellowed family photographs, and, most powerfully, in the lonely corners of Delpha's own imagination. Passed down from firstborn to firstborn, the book kept record of the homemade charms and hexes of cousins, aunties, and sisters across several centuries. Delpha's long fingers trembled as they traced the binding. The McGill spellbook. "Delpha, if we don't carry those quilts to the Hearns Museum soon, it'll close. Shake a leg." Quiet as a deer, Delpha slid a threadbare pillowcase from the linen trunk and nestled the spellbook inside it. She gripped it in her hands a few seconds, wishing she could read it right then. If she could study magic on the sly, things might start looking up for her and Mama. Maybe Delpha could fix things up around the house with magic. Maybe there were even spells for money. They might have plenty for once. "Comin', Mama." The weight of Delpha's secret tugged at her gut, promising to rearrange her life 9 ways to Sunday if she'd let it. Delpha slid the wrapped book back onto the shelf and cracked her knuckles. "I'll be back later tonight," she promised the book in a low voice. She gathered the quilts up neatly, then hurried out to Mama's rusty old Buick. Chapter 2. Katybird. Katybird Hearn thanked the stars the bathroom counters at her family's Appalachian Culture Museum were sturdy, because she was standing on top of one. Katybird's mother hummed as she stocked shelves in the gift shop outside the bathroom, calling for Katy's help every so often. Just in case Mama came looking for her, Katy had locked the door for good measure. Tugging her iPhone from her pocket, she clicked it on and held it toward the skylight window next to the ceiling. In exactly this spot, she could connect to the neighbor's Wi-Fi and use the internet. In private. And today, privacy was important. She pecked out hands glowing magic into the search engine. After a minute, the neighbor's Wi-Fi was slow as molasses. Tumblr links for Wiccan spells popped onto the screen. "That ain't it," Katybird sighed. Maybe she needed to be more specific. She started the search over. Witch hands glowing stuck. This time, the internet treated her to dozens of buy links for glowing Halloween witch decorations. Katybird deflated like a balloon. No one in the world could help her. She clicked the phone off, her heart sinking. A tingle prickled at her fingertips.